Guys, I'm back. You should clap for me now. Guys, you can actually call me the prodigal daughter because I actually left here for almost a year now. I didn't upload anything on my YouTube channel. So I'm trying to clean the cobwebs in this channel and see if I can actually resume back again. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Oma, and for new subscribers, on here I talk about my tech transition journey, everything about product management, how I got into the field, and then my channel is also a bit about lifestyle, fashion, and everything fun. You know, it gives the vibe of professional, serious, and fun-loving girl. So I really wish you stay and stick with me till the end. For today I'll be talking about my transition journey, how I transitioned into the field of product management. So I studied political science, and like you all know, most graduates or most people currently in Nigeria, we do not work with what we studied. That's the sad reality. In my final year in the university, that was 2018, I started to hear the word tech. I didn't really take it into consideration. I didn't really make any effort to understand what tech means. The only thing that I was actually very close to understanding was digital marketing, because I had a few classmates that were into social media and the likes back then, but I didn't really put my mind to it and so on. So fast forward to 2019, I was actually in the need of a job to help do one or two things in school so I can go for service and the likes. So I got a sales representative job in Lagos here. And in that job, I actually just did sales for I think a couple of 2 or 3 weeks, and then I was moved into the office to actually work as a sales support staff. So while working there, I started interacting with other senior employees and the likes. And then I noticed that in that organization, we had a data analyst, we had developers, we also have different people that actually do a lot of things. And I noticed that while I was working as a sales support person, I also had the task of doing a little bit of research, getting feedback from salespeople on the field and the likes. So I didn't really understand my job. You know, I was actually a fresh graduate then. So moving on, I was privileged to have a conversation with a senior colleague, and he was like, "Oma, so after here, once you're done with NYSC and the likes, what are you looking at? What are your career prospects?" To be honest, I was not even thinking about anything long term. What I was thinking about was I was just looking for something that will sustain me. I just need quick money. So anything, anyhow, now, you know what's on your mind back then, like your mind is blank and all that. So I didn't know the answer to give to him, and then he was like, "You're privileged to be in a company that is actually making use of tech, and tech is like the next big thing." And he said I should try as much as possible to explore other career options or other career aspects that I can actually do in the tech space, even if it is not coding, the non-coding aspect. So that was the first time I actually decided to, think this thing through and look at what I can actually do for myself that will be sustainable in. So enough of the background gist and the likes. So after 2019, 2020, COVID came, 2021, one would think that, I took his suggestion and started putting it to work. That's a lie. I have a very bad habit, right? Which is procrastination. I'm actually praying and working on it myself. I always procrastinate a lot. So after having that conversation with him, I stopped. I didn't really pursue it further. I did a couple of courses because I love to write too. So I did a couple of courses in copywriting, SEO, and then some digital marketing course. but I stopped. I didn't put it to practice. So I didn't take my career growth or the whole third thing seriously till until 2022. Then I sat myself down and I'm like, Oma, you are not where you are supposed to be. You are not doing enough. Like in years to come, if you look back, will you be happy with yourself? Will you be happy that okay? Will you be able to say that yes, you've grown a lot? So I thought of all this and I decided to put my foot down and stick to a plan. Oh yes, I am going to transition. I am going to change career path. I cannot be, I won't be in this low or entry level low forever. So I decided to do my research. So it brings me to the first point. So before you can actually transition into any tech course or any tech path, you need to do your own research. It's not enough for someone to tell you, oh, you are very good in this, you are very good in this aspect, you should go and learn coding, you should go and learn HTML, you should go and learn website development, you should go and learn Python and so on. You need to do your own research and understand what it takes. Oh, okay, what are the tech trends? Where do I fit in? Is this something that I really want to do? Is this something that I can actually sustain or I can actually continue in years to come? So yes, I did my research and I noticed that there are the coding aspect and non-coding aspect. So I decided to stick to the non-coding aspect. I already had like little experience with coding and the likes. I did a little bit of HTML and the likes. So I decided to stick to the non-coding aspect and then read through my options. I had digital marketing, I had project management, I had technical writer, then I now saw product management, and it's something that actually resonates with me. So after doing my research and understanding what product management is, the types of product managers that we have and the role they play in the tech ecosystem, I decided that okay, this is the path I want to work on or I want to transition into. Then the next thing is I decided to search within me, or do I have any transferable skill that can actually serve or help me when I transition into this career path? So yeah, I noticed that I'm very, very good at communicating. I'm a great communicator. If you are beside me, you know that I love to talk. And not just talking, I love to ensure that yes, you understand my point and I also try to get your point. So I noticed that it's one key soft skill that every product manager should possess. So I was like, okay, good, I already have this. And then I started reading through on other transferable skills like leadership, adaptability, problem solving and the likes. So I noticed that okay, some of the soft skills I have it already, and then others I can actually learn on the job or as I continue, right? So after identifying my soft skill, the next thing is I need to gain or get hard skills. I need to get the technical knowledge. Now, one thing that nobody or most tech influencers or most content creators will not tell you is that everything that you are trying to do is actually expensive, to be honest. Aside money wise, time consuming, mentally and so on, there's so many things that you need to put in place. So you need to be sure that okay, yes, this is something that you want to do and you have the backends of these things. So that's why I always advise that okay, before you actually learn your the technical skills or get the technical expertise, try as much as possible to explore all the free options that you can find. So the next thing I did, or the third thing that I believe everybody should actually do, is trying to get the technical knowledge in that tech field. And in our world today, it's actually very easy to get technical knowledge. You can actually get it anywhere, YouTube, learning platforms. So what I did is I try as much as possible to use Google to search for free learning sites where I can actually learn for free. I listed a couple of them on the screen. You can actually take note of them. So some of those platforms actually allow you to learn for free. There are some of the courses that you can actually learn for free. So I actually utilize this. I made use of this. I try as much as possible to learn everything that has to do with the basics of product management. Introduction to product management, what it's about, types of product management, the key areas or the key things that you need to know or understand as a product manager, building product roadmaps, product strategy, product vision, product development, market research, competitive analysis, and then what else again, agile methodology, Scrum, and the like. So these platforms, they actually help in providing free introductory courses to this, and also in other tech fields that you are actually trying to transition into. You can actually find some free courses in there. Now, after I started learning with the free platform, I try as much as possible to put it into practice. Now, the key thing you need to understand is it's not enough for you to start reading. Trust me, if you read and you don't practice something, you will forget, and maybe in a month or two they'll ask you and you will not know what to say, because I have some very, very funny scenarios and embarrassing moments. Maybe as time goes by, I will try and share them as possible on this channel so we can all learn from it, take one or two things from it. So it's very important that as you're learning these things, you are putting it to work, you're practicing, and so on. Then the next is try as much as possible to find a mentor or join products groups, follow products blogs, read product newsletters, and the likes. It's very important. These things are actually very helpful, and try as much as possible to see if you can actually register for a boot camp. Now, that is where the monetary aspect comes in. So I was opportune to register for a boot camp that was very, very low. I think if it is in dollar, I think the boot camp I paid 10,000 naira, so it's actually less than $10. So the name of the boot camp was Side Hustle. Now they are called Terra Learning. So that bootcamp actually helped me because I got practical hands-on experience. I also registered for another internship program, but I didn't stay to the end. That was HNG. Now it's actually for more matured people and advanced people because it's really fast-paced. So in a nutshell, try as much as possible to research on boot camps that you can actually register that are within your budget. It's very, very important. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, please, your starter pack if you're trying to transition. Very important, you need to have a laptop. I will advise a Core i5. You can always get secondhand if you don't have, you can always get fairly used if you don't have enough money. Then you need data, and then pray that you're around a location that there is always constant light, because you need to be consistent. You need to always watch videos, practice, and so on. So it's very important. This is just your starter pack. Then moving on, after you gain the technical knowledge, the next thing you need to do is to document your process, right? Now, in the tech space, I like to use the word ecosystem. It's an ecosystem, right? People cannot actually know that you're transitioning if you do not show them or have evidence of your journey so far. So for everything that you learn, try as much as possible to document the process. For me, I use a different website. I use a website, Hashnode. So try as much as possible to document your process. LinkedIn is also a very nice place to document your process, Twitter, and so on, because after these things, you don't know who is watching, and it will actually help you in landing your first entry-level job or your first entry-level role in your after you've transitioned. So yes, I don't want to make this video any longer than it is, so just stay tuned for the continuation of this. In the next video, I'll be talking about how you can actually land your first entry-level role after you transition. So bear in mind that it's a gradual process. There have been so many myths around transitioning into tech, being in tech, the fast money, and so on. Yes, tech money is actually good, but it's a gradual process. Thank you guys for sticking with me from the beginning to the end of this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your loved ones. Bye. See you next time.